Hey guys, it is me, the Emerald Sword, and welcome back to another video, where today I have another book call for you, and it will actually be the last Stephen King story book call for the time being. I'll get to that in a second. But, so the first in our collection here is Hearts of Atlantis, and it is I think the last book released by Stephen King in the 1900s, and it has stories like Low Men in Yellow Coats, it says here. It also says Blind Willie, and then of course it has Hearts in Atlantis. So, and I think Hearts in Atlantis is like a poker game or whatever, I think. So anyway, that's Hearts in Atlantis. And then the next one we have is Everything's Eventual, which was the first story collection released in the 2000s or the 21st century. And then this one has stories like That Feeling, You Can Only Say It, or You Can Only Say What It Is in French. And it has 1408, which is like the haunted hotel room. So it's like The Shining. Then it has 10 Nights and 10 Haunted Graveyards and stuff. So yeah, Everything's Eventual. That sounds really interesting. And then, of course, the next one we have is Just After Sunset, which is right here. And this one has stories like N. It's just the letter N. And yeah, so I guess N is the most important story in here. But like, yeah, so Just After Sunset is right there. And then, of course, the next one we have, and the last collection for right now, is Full Dark No Stars. And this one has stories like Big Driver and Fair Extension and 1922, which is a Netflix movie. And of course it has Good Marriage, or A Good Marriage. That's another story in there. And they all seem really interesting. I think Good Marriage is about this girl who like finds out her husband is like a serial killer or something. That sounds really interesting, by the way. But yeah, that's Full Dark No Stars. And anyway, those were the story collections. And yeah, let's go add them to the bookshelf. Alrighty, guys, I've added the books to the bookshelf. So yeah, let's get started here. So, of course, here we have 1999, In Between the Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, and Black House is Hearts of Atlantis. As I said, it's like the last book that Stephen King ever released in the 20th century. So, yeah. And then moving on right to over here, we have Everything's Eventual from 2002, released between Black House in 2001 and Dark Tower 5 in 2003. And I know that there's only one book between the collections right now. There's actually Dreamcatcher and, depending on when it was released, From a Buick 8 between them, so it won't be like that close in the actual like bookshelf. Anyway, moving on down to 2008, right in between Duma Key and Under the Dome from 2009, we have Just After Sunset. So yeah, there it is right there. And then of course we move past Under the Dome, right onto Full Dark No Stars, and it is of course between Under the Dome from 2009 and 11/22/63 from 2011. And yeah, there you go. And that was released in 2010, by the way, for reference. But yeah, there are the books on the bookshelf, and let's go wrap this thing up. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. And as I said, that was the end of the collections for now, because here in 2024, in fact, May 21st of 2024, which is basically this month, next month, but basically this month, we are getting You Like It Darker, which is Stephen King's newest story collection. So whenever I get my hands on that, I will, of course, do a book haul for that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I've been Ben from the Emerald Sword, and I will see you guys next time.